Let's just say Cayman Islands, for example. We know that's a very wealthy place, right?
Say they came to you. We'll give you $500K to transfer right now.
Yeah.
And if you medal, we'll give you $1 million for gold, $500K for silver.
Hey man, same man. It's all love, baby. But at the end of the day, it's got a maths.
We talking sprint culture, we talking track and field. When the gunshot lick it, give a man the chills. We talking speed demons like Usain. The red track where a legend really makes their name. The US and Jamaica, they run the sprinting game. There's nothing like the Olympics for your claim to fame. When you break the world record, you show you ain't the same. From the men to the women, times are insane. Yeah, we talking sprint culture. We talking sprint culture. We talking sprint culture. We talking sprint culture.
Big up, big up, big up, big up. Welcome, 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 welcome to sprint culture. Well, Warren's here. I have to say sprint culture.
Yeah, for the culture, you know?
For the rest of the people, welcome to sprint culture.
The culture of sprinting.
Nathaniel Mitchell Blake, Warren Weir.
Anson Henry.
Oh, Anson Henry, sorry.
Yeah.
I figured people just knew who I was. Yo, was that arrogant?
Nah, not at all. Just
respect.
saying.
You could have said something rude there, dog.
Nah, I wouldn't say that.
Respect.
But if it comes to
he's a good dude, yo.
What we've done in the sport, like Warren will hit the charts and it'll be myself and then you.
True.
In that, you know what I'm saying?
True. I hear you.
But it is what it is.
Hey, for those who don't know, we used to post on Unconventional Productions. Now we're posting on the Track and Field Network. Now that you know this, go ahead and subscribe.
Like, comment, and subscribe.
Subscribe. Turn notifications on. Be able to see when Sprint Culture episodes come out. And yo, we like the comments, yo. Bare comments, bare conversations.
Yeah.
This is what it's all about, yo. We want dialogue. A lot of Jamaicans aren't Jamaican anymore.
They're from Turkey.
You transfer your representation. Are you still what you were?
Of course, yeah, you're born yardy.
Yeah?
I don't think y'all would understand because y'all weren't born yardy. So, yeah.
It's the truth, but something about that sounded disrespectful.
Nah.
It sounds like he's talking down to us. Oh. We weren't, Warren.
Sorry.
But
something called the Windrush movement took place and my family, they fled to the UK.
Gretchen, Warren doesn't live in Jamaica no more.
To help rebuild the UK, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly. So you're welcome. But Warren doesn't even live in Jamaica no more.
No, he doesn't.
He's very foreign. Yeah. Very foreign.
I'm far from foreign, bro. Don't get it mixed.
I don't know about that.
He cuffs too bad was he Jamaican?
I know, look at that.
Bad guy.
How convenient.
You're a gangster. Sorry.
I'm drink bush tea. I drink now bush tea.
Yeah, sure.
You're drinking coffee, bro. Yeah, either coffee or Celsius. You're addicted to that caffeine.
I think it's chamomile. Anyways, when you heard about all these Jamaicans jumping ship, did you think to yourself, what would I do if I was in that position?
Jump ship.
Well, I think a lot of us would, yo.
Will you ever present the opportunity? Because it's not the first time it's happened. Like, we can go back to Merlin Arty days.
And Andre Fisher, remember my name now?
Because Fisher went to Bahrain. And he was very competitive as well.
He was fast, yo.
Fisher was nice.
Yeah, I remember he went to St. Elizabeth. He went to Stets. He was in high school when I was in high school. He was coached by Ronaldo Walcott, who's actually Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce's coach now.
Right now. So you jump ship?
I would jump ship. And I explained on TikTok recently why I would switch ship, why I would jump ship. It's always about how much of the market shares can I get. And in Jamaica, I was in one of the most booming, if not the booming of all booming era of track and field. Bolt and Blake was sponsored by two of the biggest telecommunication companies. Shelly was already sponsored by them. Asaf was sponsored by them. And here comes me. The market full, bro. You know, you have B-list and A-list and B-list and C-list celebrity. I was somewhat like a B or a C. I was just left with us surviving off of my race money and my contract. I would have switched just because of like me want more market share of whatever the market out there for me. And I was in a full market.
500K is a lot of money, dog. US, 500K US.
And we have to note that it's not only sprinters this time round. It's the field events.
They don't care about the sprinters from Jamaica. They want the throwers.
Not just any throwers though, because the athletes who may have moved in the past, it may have been because it was, as you said, it was in the most quote unquote booming time for the sport on a whole in Jamaica, right? Where they may not have made the team. These athletes are competing on the international stage. As far as accomplishments are concerned, they're top of the country, because outside of Kishane, it's the field eventers that are really doing their thing, right? Is it because they can't get the market share because their event's not as glamorous, or is it just simply because the grass is greener on the other side?
$500,000 US in Jamaica is almost $80 million in Jamaican money, yo.
But let's put this in context now. I'll be real, and I don't know if Warren can attest to this or not, but Jamaica's not cheap to live. So 500,000 US is a lot, but you could probably get the same thing you can get for it in US and Jamaica respectively.
Really?
Jamaica's expensive right now, you know.
Is it?
It's not 80 million. It's not.
No, I know that, but I'm just saying like how much would a house cost in Jamaica?
Depends on where you want to live.
Say you're in a gated community.
Probably about 350 grand US.
That's cheap. A gated community, 350 grand US, dog?
Is that cheap?
That's like 150,000 pounds, dog.
About 200,000 pounds.
200,000 pounds. Call
Yeah,
that.
but it's
That's
not.
not. What are you getting for 200,000 pounds here, dog?
Nothing.
That's what I'm saying. That money goes along in Jamaica, dog. How do you not accept that money, dog? You have to.
Yeah, but then the stipulations of getting that bread, though, isn't it a situation where you got to be removed competing internationally for like 3 years?
Is it?
Yes, bro.
Yeah.
And then
So you wouldn't sit 3 years for 500K?
and then you don't get the bread until you compete.
Dog, I might have to sit, yo.
Virginia Campbell is still unsigned. He was working at Domino's. That is a ego like that play on your psyche.
Yeah.
It's hard to work and run track.
Yeah.
It's hard. Yo, there's no way you're an Olympic medalist, bro. And I'm gonna go tell you, say, oh, your work you do. Okay, but me not have no money for show.
Yeah.
Like everybody keeps saying, yo, Jamaica say, oh, this money mentality needs to stop. That's not what them call. Them call it this a man of eat a food mentality. Bro, it can't stop. It only stop when you have enough food and you can just be focused on that. But you can't focus. Like everybody who say that mentality will stop are people who are never in a position to make bread.
They've never had need to make bread. Bread's always been buttered. How can you tell a man say you're not supposed to make money? What?
Every politician say, oh, it's not about the money and they'll be better. And not one. From Adam kill, from Cain kill Abel, no politician has come and show us, say, oh, what me say is what me do. So, them man they go out there seeking better, go ahead. Because when track and field done, and them can't feed them family, people are going to class them, style them, whatever way you want to say it in different cultures. People are going to look down upon them and say, where you waste your money upon? What money? Never get none.
So do you think World Athletics should get involved?
But they're already involved by saying, yo, there's a period.
Yeah, okay. But I heard J3A might get involved too, yo, where they're trying to keep the athletes from doing it.
Because you have to allow them to leave, you know.
Well, it'll be signed off.
They have to sign off?
But
they're not signing off on that then.
You have no choice. If you don't sign off, you look selfish because no, you weren't creating those opportunities. A matter of fact, a lot of the blame I put on the corporate companies in terms of, we call it POB in Jamaica, right? Principle of business.
Yeah.
It's the corporate company's responsibility to take care of the community. Make the community look good because you live in that community, you're working, you have a business in that community, you have to take care of the community. It's a part of your role. So when you have corporate companies all over the world who aren't playing their role, it contributes to the whole breakdown of the ecosystem. When you have a man who win an Olympic gold and him can't get not even a little small corporate sponsor, it looks bad.
Yeah.
So this is why the NIL is so booming, because you have those corporate companies playing their role. Mm-hmm. If you look in Jamaica,
is Jamaica almost a victim of having too much success? You know, like a smaller island with lesser talent, and they might have one or two athletes who reach the pinnacle. But Jamaica's been blessed with like a plethora of talent, so it's like corporate Jamaica can only find it within themselves to do the most popular ones. Jamaica, like population, 7 million?
Let's look, hold on.
But even within that, like, they boast so much talent, especially in athletics, right? With predominantly sprints, but now it's the throws and the jumps.
2.8 million.
2.8
so even
million.
less, way less.
That's moving mad.
That's nuts.
That's moving mad.
Right, so
2.8 million, they got Olympic champions coming out every year.
That's mad.
It's insane. It's like they haven't caught up with the trend of them doing well in field events yet. They're still moving slow. Because the sprinters get their love, right?
Is in Jamaica, corporate companies only look at the 1%. Jamaica believe in a mentality of, somebody got buy it, so we don't need nobody to push it. For a ginger, what happened is that I heard he was approached before the Olympics, and he said, no man, no, may I do this for my country, you know,
on a patriotic
respect
thing.
from country, patriotic thing for the vibes. And then he was still unsponsored, still working. He asked assistance many times from the associations. Remember, you don't get money from Olympics, you know.
No.
Mm-hmm.
So you're still broke with a fucking medal. You get me? I say you do the little thing, which is stay loyal, stay to the people, and then end up still broke. That don't make no sense.
Society is supposed to reward you for your efforts. If you do the right thing and get the right results, which is I put the work in, I compete for my country, I get the medal, you're not at fault for thinking there would be a reward at the end of the day, right? And if there's no reward, people will seek another means. And I feel what's happened now is sometimes things have to get worse before they get better. Hopefully, there's a reactive, or J3As or Nigeria Athletics or whatever governing bodies respectively, they react and say, do you know what? We have to do better. We owe it to the athletes.
It's a wake-up call.
And let's put things in place whereby people feel like, you know what I'm saying, there's a monetary reward, because people can't do this thing for free.
No.
There's not enough money in the sport alone, let alone doing it for free. Oh, come on, that doesn't make sense.
I'm always going to use my little analogy of a man of a bag of girl and two little eat that girl cut, him don't care. But when the good looking ones leave, they care. In the sense of at least always left. But not medal. Me not talk about contenders, you know. Medalists are different from contenders. When medalists leave now them feel like threatened. So it's going to be an eye opener, because if you look on it, you know, we have never seen anywhere in any sport people leave like that.
Yeah, they're in their prime. That's as you said, that's the most alarming thing. It's not like they're walking away into the wind. Do you know what I'm saying? These athletes are early 20s, mid-20s, like in their reaching their physical prime. So like
just finished college.
Like you're losing them before they even really know what they can do. Do you know what I'm saying?
But I think this is going to start a pattern. It's going to start a trend. Maybe not only in Jamaica, but people from other countries are going to start thinking, well, why am I staying here? And then even countries with money. Yeah. Some smaller countries that may not have any talent, but got some money, might be like, let's buy this you. Let's buy this you. Let's buy this you.
Not even on a buying thing, because we're not.
Technically,
can't be bought.
Okay, in a roundabout way, it's buying.
But you're right, because there might be that one country. Let's just say Cayman Islands, for example. We know that's a very wealthy place, right?
Say they came to you right now, dog. Cayman Islands came to you right now. It's like, we'll give you $500K to transfer right now. Yeah. And if you medal, we'll give you $1 million for gold, $500K for silver. Hey man, same man. It's all love, baby. But at the end of the day, it's got a maths. No, these are decisions that athletes are gonna have to make. Maths,
but
it's logical.
But that, I prime example. People ask me, why do I compete for Great Britain when 13 to 18, those years of my life, I lived in Jamaica. Both my parents are Jamaican. I was coming through when track and field in Jamaica was booming. It was Warren, Johan, Jason Young, Bo, Ashmead, the list goes on. Like, it never even came into my mind. I didn't want that smoke. Are you crazy? No. Great Britain's definitely come on leaps and bounds. We've always been competitive, but we never had the depth that Jamaica had. And then monetarily, like, I knew that it would make more sense competing for Great Britain with sponsorship opportunities, with exposure. You know what I'm saying? Getting deals here and there. There's just levels to it, right? Yeah. A man can say, "Oh, I'm in a good position now," but then someone say they're gonna give me £1 million. I'm not patriotic enough to say I'm gonna turn that down, because £1 million is not gonna come. What am I gonna get from Great Britain? Well done, you ran for our country. Like, that's great. But that doesn't pay the bills.
For example, Blake doesn't even have OD, OJ. He has no national honors from the country of Jamaica. He's the second fastest man in the 1 and 2 of all times. I'm a younger guy coming and looking at that now. I know that, I'm a thrower, which is even in a less attractive discipline. If them never give him the love and the respect and the accolades and the national honors, who the hell am I to think that they're going to look at me and say, you are different?
But do you also think that's because he hasn't retired yet? Like, I know
No. For the athletes who got that weren't retired, Shelly's not retired. Shelly don't retire yet, and she has her OD, OJ, whatever it is. Sharika has those. You understand? So it's not a case of being retired. If you get it, you get it. And you have to remember, Johan has inspired a whole generation. Yeah. As much
not
as
only in Jamaica, worldwide, dog.
Over the world. Yeah. You have to understand, as much as Michael Jordan might be the top man, Iverson might inspire as much people as Jordan inspired, because everybody took inspiration from different people.
And even to your point, right? Bolt is an icon. He's on Mount Rushmore. He stands alone. 6'5", runs like he's 7 foot, doing 100 meters and 41 strides. Like, it's not really doable. Do you get what I'm saying?
It's 39.
39. So he's just a freak of nature. They can look at Johan on the other hand and say, Johan's 5'10". Do you know what I'm saying? It's a bit more. Yeah. What he ran is stupid, but it's a bit more tangible.
Makes more sense.
Everybody wants to be a freak of nature when they're younger, until them realize that, no, fucking Spider-Man is not real. And them go around and search and eliminate. You know the word I mean, I fucking try to say.
Eliminate.
Yeah, all right, man, go on.
They go out and they try to find somebody to replicate closer to their talent or close to their body structure. A lot of people idolize other athletes, but they still are inspired by both. If that's what I say.
Oh yeah. No doubt, everyone should be.
Do you think J3A blames Asafa for what's happening right now? Because of his comments.
No.
He said his kids are not going to compete for Jamaica if changes don't happen. He just happened to say this a couple months ago.
He gave them a warning, man.
And then now,
gave them a warning.
Some really prominent athletes have jumped ship, dog.
He gave them a warning.
I can tell you from now, these guys never switched in the space of 2 months. It was an ongoing dialogue. So Asafa conversation probably not even affected their decision. They went from being outside of the inner circle to being in the inner circle where them see the runnings and see how things go. They're now at the table. And when you're at the table now, you see things different. So you can decide, so you know what? I don't like this table. I want to leave.
Imagine Kishane ran for Bahrain.
Yo, funny thing is, when Elaine didn't enter for Jamaica trials, I was like, no, this is going to be mad, if I see she's going to Turkey, dog. It doesn't have to be Turkey, but I'm just saying it was happening during that time, right?
Yeah.
But Turkey has a possibility of getting the world record in the triple jumps for men.
Jaden Hibbert.
That's the only one that I do agree on. You're already being sponsored as a KFC by KFC, which is one of Jamaica's top 5 companies. Shelly's leaving. Elaine isn't present. You're getting the market to rock. You have a KFC yo, bro, you know what is that, bro?
He would have been the guy.
He has so much marketing potential in Jamaica. If you go where Jaden Iberts grew up, he has a big billboard. And Jaden has not represented Jamaica on the senior stage as yet. Jaden potential was through the roof.
So, but I feel like we can't say this until we know how it unfolds, right? Until we know how he's received in Turkey and what comes with that. We can't say that he made the wrong move, because if they embrace him in Turkey, he's on every billboard under the sun and getting the bag like no other. Could be the Turkey's equivalent of something that might be more prestigious than KFC. And then what? Because this is what it comes down to now. Does it come down to the money or come down to the love? Because if he's getting more money, he could get every sponsor under the sun in Jamaica, right? But if the bag is being multiplied by 2.
But he's very sociable. He's very up there and posts a lot. Him being tied to Jamaica with Puma and the world record holder would have bring him more value.
Without a medal, I think he was still the biggest name in that move.
The Turkish lira might give him a bit more, big man.
1 lira is 2 cents US.
He's gonna have a
lot. Better be 500k liras, That better be 500k US. A big surprise.
Set position. Bang. It's sent off. Seville gets on quickly. So too does Thompson. Thompson takes charge. Thompson pulls away from the field. A keen play. Here comes Seville as well. Seville gets second. Behind Thompson. 9.71. The flash time.
We need wind legal. We need wind legal.
Definitely need wind legal.
Wind legal. 9.75. That's the personal best. Kishane Thompson.
I'm that good. I don't have to dip.
I was telling Warren actually, the interviews afterwards. Were just as impressive as the race to me.
Because if you set yourself apart from the competition, you don't need to dip. I'm just saying that if you're that good, you don't need to dip. I won't come here and say, hey, I want the silver, I just want a medal. I want the gold. I need the gold. I'm that confident. I don't think if I even broke the rail card, it would surprise me, honestly. I'm gonna just put that out there.
When I hear him talk like a Formula 1 driver who has a car and he's just trying to get a certain speed out of it. He said, I'm trying to unlock a new speed. I don't know what speed I'm trying to get at this moment now. I'm just like, yo, This isn't arrogant, bro. This is confidence.
I pay attention to that stuff just as much as the race, you know. Yeah. And the way this guy was talking and his demeanor, I was like, no, man.
It sounded authentic and not scripted. Too.
Yeah, he's not joking.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, certain people say things for gimmicks or just for clickbait.
The only part of the interview that people have a problem with is about dipping, and I feel like people who have a problem with that are people who don't run track. I've never actually trained the last 10 meter and practiced my dip.
I never heard that was a problem though.
Well, they would say it because of the Olympics.
Oh,
because you lose by 1,000th.
If you dipped.
Noah had a better dip than him, yo. Is Kishane going to be the 100-meter world champion?
Noah's been 9'7" in what? How many years, bro?
Well, no, it was just 9'7" last year, dog.
I'm not disputing that, but 9'7" bro. And one thing we can say about MVP and Stephen Francis' camp, it's always greater later.
So according to the early episodes when Anson asks about Kishane pulling out, and I say, yo, if the race car is not ready, why would I put out there to be a mediocre run? I'm trying to get it full tune.
Yeah, I just wanted to see him out there, dog. I
said that to you. I said, yo, why would I risk blowing the engine so early when I spent £3 million on this engine? This engine got to be ready to run at the right time.
Okay, but if the engine's in the garage, dog, it doesn't mean nothing. That's all I was saying, yo. I just wanted to see him.
Hey, we're not privy to whether the engine was ready or not, but right now we know the engine's ready. And
so Akani doesn't have a chance?
Yo, Sha'Carri, bro. That's my
big up the one in Akani, still being it, dog. Big you up, dog. I think you have a chance still, yo. And he beat Kishane already.
Yes, in Shanghai, right?
So no matter what, if Kishane gets out, he knows that Akani's coming. Because
can you do it in September after 3 rounds?
I don't get what mind games you play. The way Kishane talks and move, he has that fucking Jason Statham, that killer instinct. He can just be a killer and just snap out and like, yo, what's up, man? Everything good?
Chill with you, dog.
On an equalizer team.
Run some video games with you, dog. Like nothing happened, yo. Blood still on the fingernails.
I don't think Simbini beating him, and then a mind game for me, as Kishane will be like, okay, you beat me, you run fast every year, but what have you produced? That's the biggest mind game somebody can use as a person like Kishane, as a killer. Okay, you beat me the early season. You've always run fast, but every year, what have you done? I've just come. Like I just came in the party and I'm killing. With a person like Kishane, a mind game can't work on him, not a Simbini mind game.
I don't think that Kishane has a big enough sample size to see what works against him. Yeah,
so you have to put in play. The coach's experience also adds to the athlete's ability.
I disagree.
Well, you can disagree all you want, but what I would say is the coaches have their psyches that they will instill, and especially with that athlete who they build from the ground up, is different from when you have a person who goes to different clubs. That's why I know who he is, because he has one coach expertise coming in from baby stage. They don't have mixed experience, mixed personalities coming in. Like a person who will go different coaches are always going to have a different mindset than somebody who has been locked in with one coach so far. So that for example, serial killers are serial killers, but when they tap in and see where it's from, is because they have been having that one voice in their head poison them. Not saying track and field coaches are poisoning them, but that one voice is fueling them no matter what.
That's a better word.
So you have to put fuel. As much as the athletes are inexperienced, there's still what experience from what them coach teach them. Because as in football, when you see an inexperienced coach go and they reach the finals, his tactics and abilities are going to be different from an experienced coach every single time, no matter how good he is. He has to take a few licks before him figure out, oh shit, that's how it go. But when a coach has been there, done that, he know what it takes. And then all it takes now is for the athletes to grow their own confidence, grow their own experience, and get there.
Okay, but look it.
I don't care what you say, bro.
Here's a good question. Who goes into a season with more motivation? A silver medalist or a 4th place finisher?
Silver medalist.
You think so?
I would say because the silver medalists say, I need to get gold. The perennial 4th place say, I need to get a medal.
Yeah.
And in dying on the hill of getting a medal, you might be happy with bronze, but it's like if you're a silver medalist, like the only way you're satisfied, you scratch that itch, is if you get the gold. Kishane lost gold. He was leading the race.
Yeah, right.
It was down to 1,000. If it was like Noah went 79, he went 83, he'd be like, damn. But it was like 79.
He was right there.
But what do you think about the fact that people will still even support him in the way you just said, where he lost gold. So he still has that kind of credibility. All people say about Akani is that he's a choke artist, dog. Donovan, I was talking to Donovan Bailey about this. He said that Akani usually gets the wooden medal, yo. 4th place.
The man PB'd in the final, bro.
The hardware is what matters, yo. You have man's calling you choke artist, man's talking about wooden medal. Come on, dog. You have to be man motivated.
Yeah, of course.
It happens in every generation. You're going to have a man who is good that does always get off the podium because talents are just always coming in. He's not less talented than them. It's just that talent always coming in.
I'm not saying that Cardi's any less motivated, but Kishane's saying, damn, I was right there.
When I watched the replay of the Jamaica Trials women's 100-meter final, I think that Shelly was actually at the line thinking that could possibly be her final race, dog. Can you imagine that type of pressure? For such a long, illustrious career, you're at home, and they even said it's her last time competing in Jamaica Nationals. But I'm sure in her mind, she's like, wait a second, making top 3 isn't going to be a simple thing here. So this could be my final race. So she was at that line really thinking like, this could be it, dog. And she squeezed through with the bronze medal. Tia got injured. We don't know what happened. We don't know. But she's going.
That's sports.
Her going through that type of pressure at nationals really feel like that could be it. And now she got over that. I honestly think she's a medal threat now.
There's more anxiety there than it will be in Tokyo.
100%. I think this is all icing now, yo. Do you think she can medal?
Never count Shelly out, man. You'd be fooled.
Yeah. It's a very politically correct answer.
Bro.
Take a stance.
I've taken a lot of stances. I've got a lot of stances wrong. I just got to respect greatness, man. Like, and I'm being political here, but I genuinely mean this. You have to respect greatness.
Let me show you how you do it, dog. Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce will medal at the World Championships in the 100 meters.
The woman's 38 years old, brother.
38 years old. You have to pick one tree to chop down, dog. And the tree this year is the World Championships.
In what event?
In the 100, dog. Come on,
all right.
They're not medaling in that 4x1.
What?
What the f***
There's USA, there's Spain.
Spain are gonna get fried, brother. Spain and see the bright lights and be like,
No, I disagree. There's USA, there's Spain, and there's and Great Britain. Come on, dog. That's not a simple medal, you know.
By naming those countries and still saying it's not a simple medal, it don't make sense, because if it's not a simple medal, why name 3?
No, it's not a simple medal for Jamaica. Let me make that clear. It's not a simple medal for Jamaica.
I can say they can get it around.
Listen, dog. No, leg speed wise, they're not what they've been in the past. They're not. Bro, and we know this. Jamaica's not known for surviving through slower times with good handoffs. That's usually based on leg speed, dog.
There just might be some inspiration for the GOAT to leave with 2 medals.
You know what's funny? It kind of reminds me of when Bolt was running the relay in 17. It wasn't about them. It was about, yo, big man, we're going to get this medal to you. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, but let's recall that race.
Impetus.
Let's recall that race.
There's no need because Bolt got injured.
No, but they weren't in contention. They were already in 3rd place when he got a baton.
Yeah, they weren't. So
it's not like they had him in the lead and he pulled his hamstring down.
You're right.
So the inspiration didn't do much.
Yeah, but
who won that race? Just before you go on, who won that race?
Great Britain.
Great Britain, for real. Who's the anchor like, yo?
Your boy.
Big of yourself, dog. Anchor like I'm in the goal.
Yeah.
Anyways, go ahead. What are you saying?
But that race was set on respect and not set in a true order.
Yeah, I get it.
It was based on respect.
You don't think he should have been anchor?
No.
Where are you gonna put him?
Backstretch.
Bolts never run backstretch, bro.
That's not a simple leg, dog.
You gotta pay respect to the GOAT. You gotta let him anchor, bro.
Exactly.
Yeah,
but what I'm simply saying is that at the end of the day,
leg doesn't prevent an up hamstring pull, though, dog.
More pressure was put on him to dig.
Yeah.
He was already not 100. And what I'm saying is the team already went to a little mishap and put McLeod on it. Both his experience, put that man somewhere else.
Back to Shelly, though. I think that Shelly going into to Worlds, see her on the podium, man.
So there's more stress on making the team. Now she's there. She's got another, 8 to 10 weeks to go there.
Sure. It was there was way more pressure for sure.
I don't think anybody would be shocked. I'm glad that she's getting a love. She had an event in Jamaica the other day. I'm not quite sure what it was about, but essentially it was about her getting her flowers.
Yeah, but I'm kind of half bent on that.
Why?
Yeah,
but do them something more about half bent.
Yeah, whatever word it is, I'm kind of
figure something else out, dog.
Yo,
off, bro. I'm kind of 50-50 on that. A lot of people globally didn't know that it's their last time running on Jamaican soil. I just feel like more marketing should have been done around Shelly last race. And also, that should have been the last race, whether she was going to win or come last or whatever it is. So Kishane run last, and they should have allowed the floor to be empty after she done run, just like because of situation.
I hear that.
So many little girls idolized. Not just little girl, even man.
People, brother.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
People were moved by it. Yo, Shelly inspire a whole community, bro.
Nation,
Waterhouse. No, well, I know, man. Me I talk about a whole violent community. Just say, yo, bro, our hero, this, you know, she will put on for.
Yeah.
If Shelly wanted to run for Minister of Parliament right there, she could have run and win. I just feel like more could have been done. But then again, still, that's like a long ask for my federation. So look how World Athletics go to post up Shelly when she showcase her last race. They're going to try to market off that more than the people who actually born and breathe her.
Jamaica, you have a gold mine in what you have athletically. Don't lose it. Don't lose it.
Yo, I think what keeps constantly coming up is the fact that Jamaica doesn't realize what they have.
Nah, because it's always producing talent. What they could do from a sports and culture standpoint of it, sport needs to be championed a bit. Oh, Jimmy Butler.
The basketball court?
Basketball, yeah.
Jimmy Butler went to Jamaica and there was nowhere for him to play basketball. And he contacted somebody and they found him a half-decent court to play on. And as soon as he found out there's a court there, who went there right after?
Draymond Green.
So once again, Jamaica, you got so much good going for you. Just, you know what I'm saying? Market it the right way, invest in the right way. People want to go to the Caribbean, but people want to work out too.
The business of sports in Jamaica is not fully looked after. We treat it like mediocre.
Like a recreational thing.
Yo, if you guys want your son play baseball in the summer, where are you going to send him? Puerto Rico, DR, right? Because you know that's the roots of learning the sports and certain techniques. Jamaica should be a place where kids go for the summer.
For track.
Jamaica is not looking about the real way that we can take ourselves out of the negative.
We talking spring culture. We talking spring culture.
If you don't listen, you must feel.
You don't hear, you must feel.
People have spoken for length on this matter.